I love you. You love me. Holy crap. Howdy do. I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer. Oh, holy Moses. I am trying to keep my composure and I'm failing miserably. Hey, well. Hey, I'm finishing a video. I just did a video earlier comparing the Jenny cream to the Horny cream because I hadn't had this before. This was kind of my frame of reference was the Jenny cream. This really is a whole different animal. It is much more complex. Whole different animal. It's a goat. Pun not intended, but it works. Animal goat. Get it? Anyway, I digress. 5321. This one does use pale malt, wheat, and oats. Very interesting. 21 IBUs. The Jenny was 5 to 12 IBUs. Again, this was a much more complex brew, but I'm not going to bag on Jenny because there certainly is a place for a beer like that in the craft beer world because you get that baby good and cold, and it is certainly a beautiful lawnmower beer. It is good and refreshing. If you want something to sit and savor, have something else, but sometimes you want something lighter just to drink real fast, and sometimes lemonade just doesn't cut it. So, whew, this has a nice aroma. Everything about this is nice. I haven't had any Horny Goat products before. And I actually really like this one. And here's why. Huge flavor, anything to write home about? Not really. But there is certainly flavor. I mean, again, it has certainly more complex than the Jenny Cream. You can taste the wheat malt, and you actually can't taste the oats. But it is incredibly light. It is incredibly easy to drink. It is chuggable, as their description implies. But there's some nice flavor there. There's some little complexities. So it is certainly one you can use as a lawnmower beer if you had it handy. But it is also one that you can sit and maybe not drink over a long period of time because a type of beer like this is meant to drink cold. Oh, but it isn't a beer that you have to chug. You don't have to really worry about drinking it too fast. And I've got a cat brawl about to happen. My inside cat, my buddy Large, who is always snuggling with me and shows up in many of my videos. I've got some outside cats because they're basically cats that were abandoned by other folks. I just feed, and they take care of the critters outside, and I feed them. It's kind of the deal we have. But apparently, my outside cat and my inside girl Large aren't getting along, and they're about to brawl. Large is hissing, and the other one is growling. So I might have to stop the video and intervene. You okay? Well, so I went to pet Large and she wasn't ready. So there we go. You're okay? You okay? All right, she's okay. Ooh, that was a close one. Anyways, wow, you see what you get from a Beer Whisperer video? A cat fight. And not in a good way, I'm saying that right now. Yeah, and I tell you what, I just did a video with the Jenny Cream with what I had left from my first video. And I finished it out of the bottle because I don't think a beer like that really, you are supposed to pour a beer in a glass, but there was a time when every beer was drank out of a bottle. That old school beer. And I think Jenny is fine this way, especially in these stubbies. I love these. These are just beautiful cold. But the Horny Goat does have a little bit more going on. It really does. Um, so I didn't. I decided. I made that decision that I wasn't going to drink this one out of the bottle because there is a lot of burp time. Breathe. There are more aromas and flavors in this beer. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm having kind of a rough few days. So is my wife, especially maybe more so than I. We're struggling getting through the holidays. It is very rough without Seamus because he was always the focal point of the holidays. He really 4th of July was never a real big holiday for him. He didn't really enjoy lighting fireworks. We kind of liked watching them, but it wasn't a major holiday. Up until about 3 years ago, some friends invited us over, and it's kind of been a tradition since. And it's something he really enjoyed, and they really love Seamus too, like family. They invited us over this year on Saturday. I hope I can make it, but the truth is, I don't think I will. I mean, one of the persons talk to my wife in person. Some people, they want to light off some, get some fireworks, especially for Seamus. Light them up. I am going to bawl. I swear I will cry uncontrollably. So I think I'm better off staying home. I'm probably going to lock myself in the house all weekend and just cry hysterically. I'm going to try from time to time, like now, in between crying fits, to wipe my tears and do a video so I can, make people think everything's okay. Because that's kind of what I've been doing. I'm kind of crying all the time, and I come out here and I try to do a video. So, and I do that because it's the only way I know how to carry on. I'm struggling. I fixed I smoked a butt today, and Seamus and I always made our rubs together. So I had to make my first rub without him today. That was very rough. Um, I was kind of trying to channel him. I've got two barbecue sauces in there. Sometimes we've made our own. But I have two bottled sauces, some intertwined swine that I got for Father's Day, and some pappies that we picked up in St. Louis that he wanted that we were going to have when we got home. Obviously, he never made it home. So, part of me says never open that pappies again, keep it in the bottle. But then I know Seamus, I know my son. My son hated to waste things. The fact that I've got this sauce in a bottle that I would never use would make him angry to no end. So I put both barbecue sauces out on my countertop. And I'm hoping for a sign from Seamus that he'll send me a sign in some way, shape, or form, telling me which sauce I should use, the intertwined swine that was bought with him in mind, or the pappies that I bought to use with him. So I'm hoping he will tell me which one to use, and I can see an argument for both ways, right? Because again, the pappies, because he would hate to see a sauce go unused, and he would pick the intertwined swine because it's a sauce we hadn't had before. So I could see him telling me one or the other. So I'm gonna. Sometimes I go to sleep and then I wake up and something will hit me. Oh, this is what he wants me. So I'm hoping I'll get a sign from him one way or the other which sauce to use. So let me finish up this beer. Horny Goat, again, not crazy flavor, but this is my first experience with this brewery. It came in a mix pack for about $15. I can't get this particular beer in a six pack, so again, it would really depend on the price, the value of the beer. But it certainly is tasty. It certainly is a nice, refreshing beer. And as a cream ale, it does have more going on than most commercial creams. Oh, there we go. Hey, thanks y'all for staying with the Beer Whisper. I'm gonna try to be back. Oh my goodness.